to go around. But we are good to go, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how we got into a caster rant, but we made it. It filled the time, I suppose. It did the job. And we are off to the races here. Final map between Aurora and Eternal 5. You're just joining us. It's an elimination game here at ROOBET. And who will draw first blood? That is the next question. xantares peeling off the short position here. It's Eternal Fire on the T side, and they're edging in with the bomb in hand as well. Ricardia joining Calyx here, but the bomb has been dropped. That caused the rotations here. It's clear as to what the intentions of Eternal Fire are, but they are going to fall back. They have grabbed the bomb, scooped it up, Anders, and reset the round in the 4-4.
Okay. Perhaps a bit risky, but, you know, once you lose track of that bomb, anything could really happen. And you're right, reset is on the line here. They're just going to wait it out. They're expecting, you can see Ricardia is not sure that someone could be sneaking up from behind. He's not sure if there's going to be a long flank coming in. It doesn't really look like it at the moment. Nobody from Aurora is moving in that direction. 45 seconds. They really are sure, Eternal Fire, that there's going to be some CT aggression, and it's not coming. So all that they're doing at the moment is kind of wasting their own time. They got a decoy on Majer. You said, Henry, you can use them to maybe flash a corner, sort of pretend like you're flashing?
I think like that's a very viable use case. So we see how players turn away from them all the time, like a flashbang. You can just time that very well. We'll get into that later. It's not that interesting, I suppose. Majer will be finding at least a frag as he makes his way through, making a double here. Looks like they might have done enough as we go into a 3 versus 1. woxic chiming in toward the tail end of the round, and we have got the bomb planted. And Norway, who's had a pretty decent showing here today with the world against him. There's just so much to do, so little time. And we'll see if there's anything that can be said about the pistol round here in our 3rd and final map.
Oh dear. That looked like Aurora had made all the right moves. Staying far back, letting the time run down. Just looked like they were in the right frame of mind. But the opening kills coming back into the bomb side were too good. A Majer with a double kill. woxic and xantares with 1 each. And it will be the pistol round going the way of Eternal Fire. And the fact that they lost that second map in kind of an unfortunate fashion, I'd say, probably, it's probably a little bit of a boost to their morale, picking up the pistol to start the second or the 3rd map with.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think CS2 pistol rounds, again, I did say there'd be an economy section. It needs to be adjusted in CS2. Like the pistol just carries way too much weight right now. Especially if you get a T-side victory. The CT's now in just so much trouble. Even if you take the full eco, you don't have everything you need. You're under-equipped for the first gun rounds, and they got a force. It worked out on Anubis, Anders, after Eternal Fire won the pistol. Aurora force squad in the second, managed to make the FAMAS work, and the Desert Eagles. So we'll see if they can replicate that success here on Overpass.
Yeah, that's the goal for the minute. It'd be nice to see Eternal Fire make it through some of these early rounds without, too many casualties or any big screw-ups, because I feel like that's been a recurring problem happening for the Turkish side. So it'd be nice to see them skip through that stage and just come out swinging here. They got 4 AKs, 1 MAC-10, little FAMAS on the side of Norway, and some smokes even for Aurora. So it's not like they are completely unequipped there. They're actually in a position to do a fair bit of damage. Armor on everyone except Latte, who seems to be saving it for a little bit later on. There's Norway, nearly with the double, but he's going to get triple teamed. And still, he did get a couple of them. Oh my god, the Deagles ring true. It's Latic and Kenzie to send the rest of Eternal Fire into a tailspin.
Oh yes, indeed. It's happened once more. We didn't think it'd be happening on a map like Overpass. You'd think there'd be no chance, but here they are. Getting it done. Norway with a double kill. It's all falling apart. Majer, I don't think he's cut out for this one. This ain't his round. He's not that guy. And he'll be falling off and just trying to maybe survive or try and find one more kill if possible.
That's just really, really tough. We just said it, like, try not to screw up some of these early rounds with the pistol. Just, keep it tight. Don't make any mistakes. And they got rid of the FAMAS eventually. That wasn't even necessarily the main problem, but obviously the real trouble happened when they ran into the Eagles there. Aurora will tie up the game much, much earlier than they were hoping for on the Eternal Fire team. So I guess we'll see if they can recover it. But again, there's been so much of this. It's really been happening a lot more than I'd like to see.
Oh, I'm all for it, Anders.
Yeah, you're happy with the slip-ups?
Yeah. That's what Counter-Strike's all about. Who can hold their nerve after a massive disaster occurs? Who's able to pick up the pieces? Who are the real soldiers out there? It separates the boys from the men. That's all I'm saying.
It does. I mean, we saw it at one point in Go, right? When people would just screw up pistols over, or like the second rounds over and over, they'd lose to the pistols again and again and again. It took a long time before I think people started to really stabilize. For a while, people didn't even use many grenades in the, once they won the pistol.
If you go look back at the first CSGO major final, which I'm sure you were casting, like people, I looked at the stats. I think Warrow did a video on it. Apparently, like not a single Molotov was thrown in the grand final. Like imagine that. And like there was I think one AWP purchased over a best of 3. Like
that's unbelievable.
It's mad, isn't it? Just hearing that just doesn't compute. Doesn't make sense. Like we've come a long way. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, they're gonna like they had to get started somewhere, right? That's a little bit similar. It's kind of the same thinking that I have when it comes to CS2. Right. Obviously, you want the major happening next year to be, you know, super banging. But in a way, like, it takes a little time to get everything adjusted. So that's kind of my mentality.
Yeah, no major happening this year. It's kind of a big deal. I think that's what spurred on this roster mania we're seeing right now. The fact that there's no major, there's no sticker money available. So everyone's just trying to reposition themselves. So, like, there's not really any... I guess we got the Blast Finals. Like that's kind of like the only event left this year, right? And a few top teams have not made it. So, yeah, that's what's kind of ensuing all this drama and these roster moves because we haven't got a major to people to hold on to their slots and guarantee their sticker money.
Yeah, that actually has become kind of a big deal, especially for a couple of different teams.
Well, yeah, this major, the one that's went by in Paris, that was the highest payout teams have ever seen in the history of Counter-Strike. So
yeah.
It was big money. I won't go to the numbers, not appropriate, but it's big money.
But imagine if you're sort of your team like you know, your Bad News Eagles or something like that, who kind of live.
Yeah, you don't even need an org. You don't even need a sponsor, like especially.
Yeah, but not
when you come from
having the second major, right? Is kind of.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yes, yeah. Good point. Yes, it definitely has a knock-on effect in that sense. But the game's not ready for a major. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, I think people underestimate, like, as someone who's, you know, myself, been part of a couple of different software launches in esports related context. Like launching software is a lot harder than people realize. Like it's not just the case that you develop something and you say, oh, we've developed it, you know, we've done all the sprints that we needed to, like we're home safe, like all the code looks good. We actually have nothing else to do. I guess we'll just launch it. Like we're ready. It's on the date. Like let's go. It's never like that. It's never ever. You're always gonna have things where like I wish we could make this, but if we patch this thing out, then we're gonna have another thing, and we can keep on going forever, basically. So yeah, you gotta respect it a little bit. At some point, you have to pull the trigger and just kind of go for it, and then see what happens. I trust in Valve, to be honest. Wow, 3-1. Aurora stealing the second round and just not looking back at all. They're off to a good start on this map.
They really are. It's looking quite good after losing the pistol. That's 3 rounds in a row. And now down to just rifles. No AWP available for woxic, as the desk was saying. He's had a pretty decent individual showing. Like, decent by his standards. Like, unfortunately, we compare him to woxic of old. And the last 6 months have been pretty bad for him, honestly. But we started to see some return to form in these first 2 maps. He's like, haven't seen a quad kill from him like that in years. Like, it's been a while. So great to see him, like, finding the passion again, finding that motivation, and hopefully a lot more of that came from. But for now, he'll be holding the Krieg in hand. Majer, I was about to say, not known to hit those sort of shots, but he absolutely eviscerates 2 of the CTs in towards the connector. That is spectacular, Anders.
God damn, yeah, that was beautiful. Now, he does put up the smoke, but can't make it out in time. That's unfortunate. 1 second more, maybe the smoke would have just popped and he would have been absolutely fine. Still, great effort. Norway certainly finding a kill here. Wakadia just not turning around in time, unfortunately. So 3 versus 3 now, in spite of Major's early attempts to try and see if they can win the round right then and there. A little bit of a jump. That's a little bit scary. No one hearing it, though. Nice shot from Lackey. Calyx getting back into it. 50 seconds here. Turns around for the flash, and he's good for the spray anyway, and that'll be it. The Krieg on the other side of the map from woxic, taking that player down. So, Eternal Fire, they win the round with 2 people alive, but, it's a step in the right direction, and also just to slow down Aurora, who are going to have to spend all of their money in this round to buy up.
Well. Aurora have been truly tested there. The Krieg makes itself known. And we get to round number 6. Tactical timeout for Eternal Fire. And rightly so. If you're unaware of the gravitas attached to this particular matchup, this is the elimination game of Group A. We're hoping that it goes the distance. We get everything we're looking for. As, we're going to say goodbye to one of these two teams. Unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to Team Spirit, the first team to be eliminated from the ROOBET Cup 2023. And they will not be seeing anything from the lion's share of $250,000 total prize pool here on this online tournament. It's a pretty big deal for them. And considering how much hype that team's got around them, the fact that they've got like Donk, they've got Artfrost as well, two players that everyone's talking about. At least like Artfrost, if you're not aware, you should be talking about him. He is a sensational sniper. Like he's up there. He's definitely in that conversation being like one of the best upcoming players right now. The fact they just got blown out of the water by 9Z, who had a stand-in and a coach playing Anders, that's just not good enough, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's such a shock. I still can't really believe it. xantares, a little bit late to the party on this one. Was looking for the jump. Definitely the kind of play that could hit that kind of shot. No question about it. But that means the round slows down a bit. Bomb has dropped far back. Eternal Fire showing all the signs of a team that would like to feel out the map before they decide to really go with anything. We'll see how they decide to go with it once they pick up the bomb for real.
For real.
They're putting on the A bomb side. Yeah, for real, Henry. We've got to...
What did you say yesterday? Squidward with the hot sauce or something?
Goated with the sauce?
Goated with the sauce. Yeah, not Squidward with the hot sauce. All right. Goated with the sauce.
You have to keep up with these Sumer sayings.
I don't. I really don't have to. It's not in my sphere. I don't care.
I don't know, Henry. Like, you know.
I am happy being old. It's all good.
xantares gets a kill, and Majer preying on Seltzer's downfall. Gonna get that one too. Norway goes down, and it's just latik left. With no Riz at all, Henry.
0 Riz. I know what that one means.
You know, the thing is the funniest is whenever I drop it anywhere, people just get so mad. Like, why is he's 50 years old and he's saying Riz? Why is he doing it? It just triggers people.
I like the fact that people think like you're literally dead when you turn 30. Like that's just that your life's over. Like God, I can't. You're all gonna be 30 one day. Let me tell you, like it's gonna happen, and you'll all be there going, "Oh, maybe I was wrong back then. Maybe I shouldn't have been calling people old." I remember when I was 21, people calling me old. Like my younger sister's friends and stuff. I was like, God, are we joking? Like 21's old now? Like, yeah, I'm 35 now, and it's probably the happiest I've ever been. Like, trust me, getting older is better. Like, you get more responsibility, more respect, more money. Everything gets better as you get older. Trust me on that one. You don't want to. Being young's cool, and not having many responsibilities, but about the catchphrases, about where the level ends for me. Well, I think that's the only advantage you've got. I don't know the catchphrases, so.
Like also when you're a little bit older, like, you know, you see people, you know, eating Tide Pods on TikTok, and you just don't feel any reason to join that. You're just like, oh, okay, they're eating Tide Pods. I'm just gonna leave it alone. You know, there are some advantages.
It's true.
Here we go. We're in the 7th round, and the AWD rings out through the tunnel, takes down Calyx. xantares. Oh my God, he's got that mechanical aim. I thought he was gonna hit that. It's almost like he's just reacting as soon as any pixels are moving, he's ready for it. Couldn't quite get the click there, unfortunately. It's going to be a 3 versus 3, as woxic will find a kill with the Krieg, and Wicardia surely going to get this one for free if latik takes one more step forward. I don't think he has any idea that someone's here. Wicardia's heard the footsteps, so he knows that someone's there. It doesn't matter. latik, he did check it. That's really good. That's hard to do. I thought he was for sure going to overlook that position.
Well, Anders, this looked to be a guaranteed round for Eternal Fire, but it's all gone horribly wrong. We normally see have an Orbs in play, even with the USP surrounding it. Anything can and will happen. Nice grenade, though. Do significant damage, about 70. Ouch. And there's a second one as well, so we are going to see a chance here for Eternal Fire. They're on the back foot, but no kits available for the CTs.
Majer sneaking around by the bench. Going to be a grenade going up high in the sky. The flashbang is good, but my God, latik set himself around. 3 kills at the end of it. None of them were particularly easy to get. That's really impressive. And with the Just enough time for the defuse as well. It's going to be Aurora to win the round. It will cost them quite a bit in terms of having to rebuy 3 rifles, but not too bad. Eternal Fire, they can still buy, though.
Bloody hell. What a game we are being treated to here, Anders. It has so many twists and turns. Anything you think is going to happen most likely will not. And that was USPs in a saved orb. That works out for Aurora. They're back in the driving seat now, 4-3, as we will see Eternal Fire, as you mentioned, with enough money to buy here. But still another scrappy game of Counter-Strike here. Definitely not crappy. It's a scrappy one. But we'll see if they can bounce back.
Speaking of crappy, Broken CSGO Roll says, casters are so pathetic tonight.
Oh, that's, I agree.
For you, Henry?
No, I agreed. I think, what are we even thinking turning up tonight? We should have let Harry and Hugo do this. Like, what were we thinking? We're pathetic.
I wonder if we could do that, just tag them in, but, you know, you and I can still get paid. Could that be, we could be like, hey, Harry, like, do you want to...
Yeah, as long as we get paid, I'm fine with that. If anything, I welcome it. I'm happy. I'm also, yeah, I am pathetic. Like, it's true. Like, who do I think I am?
Okay, well, it's good to get some feedback in the chat, you know.
It's good to get out of your system as well. He's probably having a bad night. He's at home. Didn't get invited to the party. It's Friday. True. He just wants to get out there. You've got to take it out on someone. And who else is a better punching bag than an esports commentator? I've always told people that. If you want to take out your frustration, just tweet personal, hateful comment to an esports commentator, and you'll feel much better. It's what everyone else does in the
That's
industry.
Good advice. Yeah, I think people should... Not enough people are doing that.
What was that guy's name?
CSGO Roll something.
I'm going to go find out. I just want to commend him. I'll give him a +1.
Broken CSGO Roll. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Something.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Good question.
Well, look at Norway here behind the pillar. Good for the spray. Needs a bit more. It's Kenzie and Norway with the triple at the end. Absolutely brilliant work. Calix now all on his own with a ring around the rosy, and Norway still beats him to the punch. A quad kill at the end. That is magnificent. Oh, blue hair and all. He's going to win that round 5-3.
I knew the hair would come into it as well. I'm always one step ahead of you. I'm like, Anders is going to reach something here. I knew the hair. It's such a go-to in Counter-Strike. But yeah, it looked like Calix might be able to do something with that one. The big spray down was coming through. We've had a few of those today, but wasn't quite enough. Norway and Code is finding everything with the M4A4, the Gatling guns, mowing them down. No problem at all. And that final kill as well on Calix. Lovely stuff. I enjoyed that round of op.
The original hair team was with Scream and Shocks and Smiths, I think. Like, they had that, like, a whole French lineup of just
they did, like, with I remember blue hair at one point, right? They did blue hair?
Yeah,
was it?
Titan. Like, they just had amazing hair. Like, their whole lineup was just about the hair, really. They didn't color it, but, you know, it was great.
Well, at least those pathetic casters never touched their hair.
Pathetic hair as well, probably.
They're pathetic hair. That's such an egregious word.
Despicable.
They're pathetic tonight. God, all right, relax.
Who was that with the despicable position that he was being forced to play? Was that Dead Fox? I can't remember who had said that. It was like it's a meme at one point.
I don't remember. That's one I'm not familiar with.
We'll put the channel. We'll crowdsource that one. Round number 9 is here. Deep grenade. Kenzie listening. Ooh, didn't want to stick around. Maybe could have had the shot. Either way, Aurora with a bit of a lead, and that's not too bad.
Here we go then. Full eco. Something could be done with a xantares Deagle. Not much, but something. We'll see what they can make of it. Boosting him up. It's going to be Majer looking for the opening pick if possible.
Yeah, they're doing the boost, and then they're kind of like keeping the boost walking forward, just doing that through the whole map for some reason. There's a kill. Kenzie goes down, and in position where somebody could pick up the rifle, so that's a start. And Latic is having himself a really wonderful... Him and Norway both, like 9-4 both of them. We're only in the 9th round, so they're enjoying a bit of luxury here. The AK being picked up to try and take the challenge. No reason why Latic has to fight this, right? Like, it's fine. He's got the early kills. They're doing fine. Just no reason to put it back into a 3-on-3. It's Norway with the AUG, and I think at this point, yeah, if you want to hunt now, maybe it's going to be fine. they clean up the round, Henry. They get a fair bit of money in the bank, to be honest. They even recover the rifle. This is starting to look really good.
Yeah, it's starting to, well, depending on which way you look at it, I suppose, Anders. Yeah, for Eternal Fire, it's starting to spiral out of control. They won the pistol, only 2 rounds since. Time is of the essence. There's only 3 rounds left of play. And hopefully they can start to make this one a little bit closer, because we've had some really great, exciting rounds, but the majority of them gone in favor of Aurora. And yeah, Eternal Fire, last map of the series. And if you lose this one, you are out of the tournament. We've already said goodbye to Team Spirit. It's very meta incendiary. We've talked about this yesterday. And you can see players can push through if they want to, but this is a much more subdued round with the likes of Eternal Fire. Just waiting in a flat default, seeing what's coming to them first.
Majer jumping to try and get the information. Kind of low risk, you have to assume. It's very hard. Maybe if someone has the orb on the other side, they can catch you, but... Kenzie, listening in. He's got some backup, but it's a little bit far away. They can grenade away Latic on the AWP, and then Kenzie is really going to be alone. That's what they're going to do. Molotov, yeah, get rid of him. Kenzie's starting to feel the pressure. They're going to be coming down the stairs on the other side, but the flash setting it up. Lucky to get that one. I mean, it's Kenzie get the kill, but Lucky flashed him through. That's really sick. 4 versus 4.
4 versus 4, a classic setup for Counter-Strike, and it won't be staying around for long. Calyx gets dropped. It's Lackey delivering the goods here. And yeah, Eternal Fire, their woes continue on Overpass. It hasn't been a great showing for them. Latic just picking them off one by one. As we see woxic and xantares, the tag team duo. They've been good this evening individually, and they'll have to dig deeper than ever in this 4 versus 2 to stand a chance. There's only 30 seconds remaining. They have a single flashbang between them. But if anyone could save the day, it's xantares. But I have to say, Anders, he's had his moments. The first map especially, he was fantastic. But Anubis, he was pretty quiet. Overpass, he's currently 6 and 7 beneath Majer. So that's alarm bells if you're a xantares fan.
A little bit, right? You want to see him have more of an impact. We know that he could do it. No one's doubting that. But Aurora are allowed to run away with a lot of the game here. 7 to
Still
3.
laughing at pathetic casting. What? You're welcome for all this free entertainment, bro. Sorry, I'm pathetic.
It's not free if he has to pay listening to us, is it?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
It's costing him on that front, isn't it, Henry?
Couldn't possibly mute it and just enjoy it himself. Get in Twitch chat. Anyway, love it. Round 11.
It's good.
It's
a good word.
I don't actually care. It's fine. You guys can say whatever you want. I am pathetic. And xantares with an AK-47, the hero that we all need. The turkey needs right now. As we'll see if he can cause an incision here on the B side of the map. They've got smokes, Anders. They'll treat us like a gun round, you know. They've got like a partial buy. They've got the smokes for heaven, the bomb site itself, flashes to go over. They're going to bide their time, though, and make sure that they can actually wait out the utility. But they've lost a player towards middle. That's Ricardia. It's not going well to try and steal this round away.
No, they're boxed in, aren't they, now? That's kind of the problem. Once you lose that part of the map, the playground, you can still go B, but it just feels... It feels like you're just walking into a trap because they know you're going to be coming. But if you go back, you have to spend all of the time in the world to clear out the restrooms and everything. Nobody really wants to do that either. That's one of the challenges, I think, of sometimes being on the T side of Overpass. The timing, it could not have been better here as they find the tower being built on the other side. Majer gets knocked out, and Norway is there for the catch. So, yeah, they aren't just picking them apart in this particular round.
Predictions fans are in fucking tatters right now, Anders. This has all gone wrong.
Wrong, hasn't it?
Oh, my predictions are all over the place now. It's all just falling apart. I was on the perfect run. I was getting 3 points a day. I was looking great. And now, after this and my heroic pick this morning, I think I might have screwed the pooch. I think I'm done for.
I don't know what Kassad's predictions were, but
today I think he played it safe, which was the better bet. I think he might have caught us up. I think he might have done enough.
Imagine how smug he's going to be if he ends up on top. I hope that happens. Like, I want to see Kassad with like a 10-point lead at the end of it now, just, you know.
I think it's going to happen. Like, he's the GOAT. Of course he's going to win.
Goated with the sauce.
Goated with the Squidward with the hot sauce. Yeah, exactly. Right there.
Madness. It's really taking over the broadcast now.
So, another opening pick. That's the problem, though. Ricardia, I've been bigging him up to you, Anders, all tournament long, right? We haven't necessarily seen it, and this is another quiet performance by his standards. Like, bear in mind, it's been a revolving door of Eternal Fire, like woxic in, Calyx out, woxic in, Young Gun being brought forward, and now Wakadia have seemed like the final piece of the puzzle. They were making a massive dent over a Pro League, managed to make it to the playoffs, I think. But now, yeah, we just haven't really seen him shine that brightly in this tournament. He hasn't had any really exciting moments. Like, and he should. Like, he is incredibly talented. Like, towards the end of CSGO, he was an absolute unit. But yeah, this has been disappointing by his standards. Died every single round, 2 kills to a report. And it is the final round, Anders. I'll just give you that preface. You don't do the old classic.
Good saving me preemptively. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's not what we were looking for Wakadia at the moment. I would say I've definitely seen a lot of small things in his game so far that made me think, yeah, I could totally see how this guy could be a really interesting player. But this third map is kind of not been his cup of tea at the moment. Latic, though, I've got to say he's been playing really well on all fronts. Might have missed the timing. Yeah, he's going to go right back into xantares. That's just unfortunate. Mage opening up as well, and maybe a chance to get the 4th round on board for Eternal Fire. It's all the difference in the world, right?
Oh, absolutely.
8 is pretty good for Aurora, but getting a 4th one here for Eternal Fire might just do the job. And there's woxic back with the AWP.
Nice work. Yeah. 9-3 compared to 8-4 is a world of difference. It's like 8-7 and 9-6 in the previous game. But yeah, it's win pistol for Eternal Fire fans. There's a lot of control on the B bomb side. They've got 4 players here ready and waiting. They should have everything they need with the Julies of Wakadia as well. If he can find some form right here, right now, all will be forgiven. But the flashbang is absolutely insane. Now, here comes those Julies. Wakadia, he does stand tall. He does deliver. And he finds a 3rd as well. If he can close the round out, as I mentioned, all will be forgiven. And he's done it, Anders. Just when they needed him most. 4 kills in the pistol, taking him up to 6.
Beautiful work. That's what they were. That's why they got him on the lineup right there. He made up for it. Quality kill in the pistol round to set it up for his team. And that could give Eternal Fire just enough momentum to get back into it. 8-5 scoreline. And now they just need to avoid what's been very tricky for them avoiding earlier, is to not lose these second rounds. I feel like it's been happening way more than it needs to. They are struggling to, when they have the rifles against the pistols, they're having a hard time. So I want to see them just come up with a bit of a win here.
Well, that's both pistols in the bag, Anders, for Eternal Fire. Both of them now. So if they can find this second round, which is looking good, there was no bomb plant, there's a full eco, they might be able to do something with this one. They've opted for more SMGs, though, so it's going to be a really tricky bonus round coming up next. They'll be operating with 3 MP9s up against the AK-47, so that's going to be rough.
Yeah, potential downgrade. 8 health left on Norway after that little burst coming at him. Yeah, they're taking over the restrooms for now. Not that there's anyone to really find here. Almost certainly going to be an 8-6 scoreline. Not to curse them too much, but this should be working out. Flash to set it up.
Hello.
woxic with the org. Yeah, this is looking so good.
Yeah, lovely stuff there from woxic. Against the pistols, but still it's a clean round. Didn't give away the bomb plant. And as long as Wakadia stays alive, he's starting to find some form as well. He needed his confidence boost, Anders, and that pistol round might just do it. We could go the distance here. But bear in mind, like I said, SMG's up against AKs now. So this is where, yeah, Majer's going to be called upon. I would like a tactical timeout here from Eternal Fire, honestly. And just to work out how they're going to operate in this next round. It's always going to be an uphill struggle. But nice work. You can see Majer flashing woxic in, time to perfection. And that's what you love to see.
Yeah, good job. Good cleanup. Pretty spread even, but I mean, xantares is at least back on the scoreboard for Eternal Fire, so he's taking up his rightful position up there at the front of the board. AK's picked up at 1 Galil. Aurora. Let's see what they can do. Sure, they want to get on in the game early here before things start to get a little bit too much out of control. Double org. That's definitely a sign that we're in sort of a new era of Counter-Strike, right? It used to be there's like a couple of players, right? Like an MBK or somebody would pick up an org and you'd be like, oh yeah, that's right, that's MBK, he's playing with the org. Now it's everywhere.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. It's even an old grumpy man like me, I think the Orc has got its place in the game. I think different weapons being viable is great. I like it a lot. We'll see if it can strike right now. Unfortunately, apparently not. That's a great shot. Good awareness coming in from Kenzie as well. Should be their round. Absolutely clotheslined is Majer, as that's going to be the round confirmed, almost certain.
Yeah, bomb swiftly planted. Smokes up and everything. There's not really much you could do. Calyx, I mean, with the MP9, I kind of get the idea of sticking around just to see if you can sneak in a kill. Someone gets a little bit too aggressive. Maybe you steal the AK. Other than that, has a smoke, but no kid, so there's not even a chance that he can sort of do it last second.
Yeah.
Don't get to see enough of those last second, you know, smoke
I think,
attempts.
yeah, I've casted a few of like the most iconic ones, and they're super hype, but like there's a reason it doesn't happen anymore because, yeah, it's just like the worst possible thing that can happen. You just need to have protocols in place to make sure it never happens again. So, yeah, they're exciting. Those full diffusers, like an actual ninja defuse, like people use that term a little bit too liberally, if you ask me. Like, should be
True.
like a ninja defuse is when they've left the bomb site, they have no idea you're hiding there. It's not when you just smoke the bomb and defuse when someone's alive and they're spamming at you. That's not what that is.
I agree, 100%. Yeah, got to get the correct terms down. My God, this is anything but done. First to 13, if you're unaware of how the MR12 format works. Could be getting overtime as well. You never know.
We've had a lot of that this tournament, and we've had a lot of money given away. Up to $1 million is available, plus $50,000 in CS2 skins by answering 8 CS2 questions daily for free. You just have to type !skins in the chat to get more information. We're back into the action here, ladies and gentlemen. It's the final map of the evening, and Lackey, he doesn't want to go home. He wants to fight for his tournament life. Latic looking for the double kill, and he'll deliver on all fronts here. It's another 4 versus 2. They've got double digits pretty much secured at this point. The only way EF do something with this if they're already in T-spawn backstabbing, but they're so far removed from the equation, and this one is done.
Wow, it's spiraling, you know, earlier than I was thinking here. They actually did live through the first couple of rounds, but Eternal Fire just having a hard time. Latic with 16 kills, 15 on Norway. I mean, they're proving to be, again, a really solid team here, Aurora. Not just, I mean, they came onto the scene at the last RMR for the Paris Major, where people were, you know, a couple of people were sort of saying, yeah, they could be an interesting team, but they proved to be a really strong contender for that one. So kind of interesting to see some of them still kicking around, making a little bit of work of it. Bomb site's going to go boom, and we will get to 10-6 as a scoreline. What can Eternal Fire do? Apart from the fact that they don't have the money to do anything with Henry, what can they do?
Well, you got a xantares and 4-anders, and it's a map like Overpass. There are a lot of boosts here. We talked about the previous not really having those sort of options, but right now, like xantares, he can save the day. This round is not necessarily over. The money's battered and bruised, but yeah, like xantares, like the problem is he hasn't had his best showing yet, but he's always got that potential for multi-frags. If they can boost him, like if you're on the A side or towards the wooden boards at B, let's give him some sort of like gimmicky play, like he can deliver. So they have to take an eco otherwise, but maybe, just maybe, keep an eye on him. He's number 9 on the mini-map. So he's actually gone towards top and middle. He's alone, and his grenade didn't do any damage. So it looks like he'll just be going for a solo excursion in towards middle while his teammates stack B. That's not what I expected, I'll be honest.
I always strongly question this, but I guess maybe I just don't have the confidence of someone like xantares to say, I'll win this fight, whoever comes on my own. But I would always be thinking, if I lose this rifle, I kind of want somebody on my team to pick it up at some point. But wow, he's not going to win that fight.
That's so anticlimactic. Oh, that's how it went down. All right, well, fair enough.
Just caught him hiding in the corner, just back turn. Looking away from the action, unfortunately. Okay, they're going to get Novi, but the bomb is hot en route to the A bomb site, so I don't even know. That M4 is still, I think, there somewhere, so maybe they just make a run for it, try and pick it up. They got the AK as well for Majer now. Because the problem is they're still going to be in a weird position when it comes to the money, so I just retain the bomb site just makes no sense, does it? Yeah,
might as well hold on to the little they have. If they can somehow get that M4 in the bathrooms, it'll be difficult. It's being patrolled right now by Lackey. But if they can do that, that's their only objective.
Well, as we're waiting for the for the round of fade out. Someone called Oswald Miranda 11 in all caps is saying, I don't know how these noobs won against Furia, but they suck. So it's very frustrated.
Just let it all out, guys. That's what Twitch chat's for. Let it all out. Whatever problems you have, whatever bet you've made, just let it all out. It's fine. Twitch chat's the safe space.
It is like an underrated feature of it. And like you can just, if you're having troubles in life, you just scream them into Twitch chat. Nobody's really going to pay attention. I'm the only one that's really going to read it, probably. Yeah, just let it go.
Yeah.
You think the casters are pathetic, you know, you can throw it in there.
It's all fine. Like, anything goes. Who are we to tell you otherwise? As Lackey shuts them down there. Touching distance now, ladies and gents. This is an elimination game, not the result I was expecting. Eternal Fire, bit of a damp squib towards the end here of this series. Anubis was exciting. Ancient was fantastic. They've kind of rolled over here. They're not completely done yet. It's only 11-6. I say only, but it's one round away from elimination points. And Xantares hasn't looked good tonight. Well, he hasn't looked good on Overpass. He was very good on Ancient. Anubis wasn't his usual self, and this map has been very quiet by his standards.
Yes, it has been. Unfortunately, when they needed him the most. Kenzie does go down, so they traded one for one of the very least. woxic here just peeks away. If it had stuck around another 5 seconds, then maybe there could have been something major. Could have been picking up Lackey, so at least they get a kill on that front. And they make it a 4 versus 3. That should allow them a bit more space to maybe calm down and take a deep breath. Right now, they don't have the pressure of moving around to try and find the advantage. They can hit the hangout on B and on A and just wait it out. 49 seconds. And I think Aurora, they're calling for a freeze similar. They might wait for Norway to try and make a connection. You can see he's walking through the monster tunnel right here. If he gets a kill, it might force a rotation from the A-bomb side, and then they can really go for it on that side. It's got to be the plan right here. And Norway, what a connection.
Wow.
You call on his number, and he shows up like that. Can't get the next one, but still, he's put some pressure on them.
Well, there's still a chance here. They're going back in towards A. It's 3 versus 2. Molotovs deployed. Smoke going down as well, I believe, as well. And, yeah, smoke towards CT. So that's going to be at least stifling for the likes of Calix. They've actually got an open bomb site. Oh, my, no, God, not like this. He gets the shot. It's all fine in the end. The smoke down towards Bank as well could be very influential. Oh, Anders, this is looking like Eternal Fire were back on their feet. They had all the advantages you could ask for, but now into a 2-on-2 where I would say Aurora have the advantage here, especially with this first kill going in their favor. They're going to swarm towards CT spawn here, and it's woxic. He's been great this evening. Individually, couldn't ask for more from him. It's going to take a massive effort, a huge contribution with the AWP, and he can't get it done. And I think that might be the final nail in the coffin for Eternal Fire here at ROOBET Cup 2023.
Man, that was brutal. The asynchronous timing on the smokes, meaning that the stairwell smoke was going to fade before the bank smoke. So those two players on Eternal Fire can't even help each other out, right? They're not in a position to both swing at the same time. And when the smoke fades, the one guy towards the stairwell is fighting both the last two Aurora players. So, yeah, just really unfortunate stuff there. But not if you're on the Aurora side of things. You're going to be loving it. Definitely a moment there where that could have gone wrong with the grenade out in hand. But yeah, you see that smoke's fading and the other one is still there. Just absolutely brutal. It's 12-6, and it's Aurora 1 round away from taking this away for Eternal Fire.
What a night it's been. It's only day 3 here, ladies and gentlemen, at the ROOBET Cup. We've got 6 more days of play ahead of you. If you've enjoyed it so far, we're just getting warmed up. We're enjoying ourselves. This is Friday night antics. Wait until we get to the playoffs. We're going to blow the bloody roof off here. And go on.
I was going to say, Mr. Michael Harvey in the chat's not enjoying it. Henry's saying, I lost my college funds on Eternal Fire, and I got to listen to these garbage casters.
Yeah, so, worst of both worlds out, I'm afraid.
You do have to.
Yeah.
That life is hard sometimes, you know?
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened. That sucks.
I'm not sorry.
Better luck next time, I suppose. It's all going to be fine. Everything's always fine in the end. Like, money's just a number on a screen. It's whatever.
It's true. Yeah, that's a good way to think about it, you know. Don't worry about it too much. Just enjoy some Counter-Strike, you know. At least Eternal Fire are also losing something here, I suppose. So if you're, you know, if you're preying on their downfall, then, you know, you just gotta be thinking about that at least.
So, is this where it comes crashing down for the Turkish squad?
It's been crashing down for a while. Slowly,
it has been, but they've got a decent setup here. And there's a first kill. All right. That's all we needed.
Grenade. Again, this is the problem. If you throw them too deep, they don't actually extinguish the smoke at all. Nice little shot from Lackey. Gonna bring it back, taking down Major. Smoke is up, and Calyx will get it, but he can't escape. He wanted to get out, I'm sure, dodge around the corner, but he gets caught. So it's still a 3-on-3. The bomb is en route. And actually, Lackey pushing forward. Oh my god, it's so crisp. I can't believe it. First bullet accuracy on that AK is out of control.
They might even go towards A at this point, Anders. I know that sounds mental, but you just lost track of these CTs, and they don't seem to be anywhere nearby. You might just pause for a second. They could run off to the other bomb site, considering short's not covered. Big kill, though, for xantares. He keeps the dream alive for now. They will be planting a B here, so they know at least where one player is. He's low HP as well. That call would have been made. Trying to reposition, get a better spot, and there is no kit available, no utility. It comes down to raw firepower here. Tournament life on the line, and with the open plant, Anders going towards heaven is a great call here. Seltzer's going to make his way over. He's got plenty of time. Even when his teammate goes down, they pretty much win the round by this position. If Seltzer can just work out how he's going to position himself. One kill, like we said, and 30 HP left for xantares. He doesn't need to peek now. Use the internal clock. Make sure he's not on the bomb, and looks like that's it. There's no way he can win. He knows it as well. Just trying to bait out the final few shots. He hasn't even got the FAMAS in hand. It's all said and done. Even with that frag, it means absolutely nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, we say goodbye to Eternal Fire.